Hello everyone, this is Aaron. In this class, we're going to unpack the relevance of the story of the Qinghai Tibet Railway to today's society. First of all, I'm going to talk about it from my own perspective as a Chinese person born after 1990. Then my British colleague James is going to cover mostly the same content, but completely in English. This is going to be fantastic English listening practice, so I suggest you listen several times until you get it all. Now, without any further ado, let's begin the class. 在故事中，许多人曾经断言 ，With the Kunlun Mountains in the way, the railway will never reach Lhasa. 有昆仑山脉在，铁路永远到不了拉萨。With the Qinghai Mountains in the way, the railway will never reach Lhasa. 有唐古拉山在，铁路永远修不到拉萨。但最终，我国铁路技术人员和工人还是用自己的坚毅和精神，克服了自然条件上的障碍，创造了又一个世界工程史上的奇迹。我国国土辽阔，地势复杂，同一类地面交通工具其实是非常不容易覆盖整个国家的。但是我们依然成为了世界上铁路系统最发达的国家之一，是因为铁路对沿线的经济发展以及文化交流都有着不可替代的作用。所以，除了青藏铁路外，我国又一次向一个不可能发出了挑战，那就是大瑞铁路。这条铁路是连接了大理和瑞丽的，所在地是在云南省。二战期间，著名的驼峰航线就经过这里。云南是连接缅甸、老挝等区域的交通要道。云南山脉纵横，河流众多，在当时想要修建成熟铁路系统是完全不可能的，因此只能靠飞机运输。但那时飞机飞行高度只有几千米，所以中美两国的飞行员就需要穿行在山脉中飞行。地势气流的复杂变化几乎让飞行变成了自杀式任务，许多飞行员都献出了宝贵的生命，才维持住了这条重要的物资要道。现在，随着“一带一路”的开展，以及在我国拥有了世界一流的基建能力基础上，大瑞铁路在2008年正式开始施工。到现在，工程已经进展了12年之久。周期如此之长，是因为云南当地很少有可以供铁路直接修建的平地。在工程计划中，隧道与桥梁的总长度占线路全长的75%，其中修建难度最大的是高黎贡山隧道。仅在隧道入口就需要穿过18种岩性的岩石以及12条断层，整条隧道的长度为34.5千米。同时，高黎贡山位于印度板块和欧亚板块交界处，断裂活动带多，地震灾害频发。因此，施工人员除了需要面对复杂的地形外，还要面对危险的施工环境。而在本月，高黎贡山隧道1号斜井主挖掘已经顺利到达正洞位置。这也是中国铁路最长的隧道斜井，也标志着高黎贡山隧道钻爆段正式进入正洞施工阶段。大瑞铁路施工工程正式按下加速键，预计2023年会正式通车。与青藏铁路一样，这条铁路对于我国经济发展有着重要带动作用，因为该区域自古以来就有着重要的战略和发展意义。大瑞铁路将成为“一带一路”的重要组成部分。助推云南与周边国家互联互通将起到积极作用，对促进铁路沿线城市的经济发展、加大国家间的沟通友好交流都具有着重要意义。
In the story, many people asserted that with the Qinghai Mountains in the way, the railway will never reach Lhasa. And with the Tanggula Mountains in the way, the railway will never reach Lhasa. But in the end, Chinese railway technicians and workers used their perseverance and spirit to overcome the obstacles presented by the natural world and managed to create another miracle in world engineering history. China has a vast territory and complex terrain. For this reason, it is actually very difficult to cover the whole country with the same mode of transport. Yet, China still has one of the most developed railway systems in the world, because the railway plays an irreplaceable role in economic development and cultural exchange along the train lines. Therefore, in addition to the Qinghai Tibet Railway, China once again challenged seemingly impossible odds to create the Dali to Rayli Railway. this railway connects Dali and Rayleigh and is located in Yunnan province. During World War II, the famous route known as the Hump passed through here. Yunnan is an important transportation hub that connects Myanmar and Laos. It also has many mountains and rivers, so at that time it was impossible to build a developed railway system. So it was only accessible by plane, but at that time planes could only fly at an altitude of several thousand meters. So pilots from China and the United States needed to fly between the mountains to pass through. The complex changes of terrain and airflow almost made the flight a suicide mission, and many pilots made the ultimate sacrifice to preserve this vital trade route. Since then, with the One Belt, One Road policy and a first-class infrastructure, the construction of the Dali to Rayleigh Railway officially began in 2008. The project has been in development for 12 years. The reason for this long development period is that there is little flat land suitable for railway construction in Yunnan. In the blueprints for the project plan, the total length of tunnels and bridges accounts for 75% of the total length of the line. Among them, Gaoligong Mountain Tunnel is the most difficult to build. At the entrance of the tunnel alone, there are 18 kinds of rocks and 12 faults to cope with. The length of the whole tunnel is 34.5 kilometers. At the same time, Gaoligong Mountain is located at the junction of the Indian Plate and the Eurasian Plate. There are many active fault zones, and there is the constant threat of earthquakes. Therefore, the construction workers need to face not only a highly complex terrain, but also a very dangerous construction environment. Only this month, the number 1 inclined excavation shaft successfully reached the main tunnel position. This is also the longest incline shaft of the whole Chinese railway network. This also marks the fact that the Gaoligong Mountain Tunnel has officially entered the drilling and blasting phase of the main tunnel construction stage. The Dali to Rayleigh Railway has officially pressed the acceleration button on this project, and it is expected to officially open its transport services in 2023. Like the Qinghai Tibet Railway, this railway plays an important role in driving China's economic development forwards, because the region has played an important strategic and developmental role since ancient times. The Dali to Rayleigh Railway will become a very important part of One Belt, One Road. It will play a positive role in promoting the connection between Yunnan and its neighbouring countries, as well as the economic development of cities along the railway and increasing communication and friendly exchanges between countries.
在我们与外国朋友的沟通过程中，有一个共性的重点，大家可以注意，那就是中西方都向往便利的交通带来的生活经济方面的变化。除了我们国家外，海外也有许多著名的交通工程。当我们谈到这些的时候，也可以试着与我们的青藏铁路、大瑞铁路结合在一起，向外国朋友介绍。James 就告诉我了一个故事，就是著名的 The Channel Tunnel 英法海底隧道。1994年，欧洲一个具有标志性意义的项目完成了，但是这个项目没有穿越山区，而是穿越了海底。这个项目就是大名鼎鼎的英吉利海峡海底隧道。这条隧道将英伦三岛与欧洲大陆连接在了一起，也证明了人类的智慧以及克服看似无法挑战的问题的能力。该项目耗资46.5亿英镑，动用了13000名劳动力，是一项庞大的工程，后勤保障需要精心规划。英国团队从一端进行开挖，而法国团队从另一端开始。项目筹备阶段的一大问题就是要确保两个团队的线路完美对齐，这需要极为精确的预测以及计算。历史性的时刻产生于英国团队与法国团队会合的时候，当他们在海床下75米处历史性会面的镜头传来时，海峡两岸的人们都紧紧盯着电视屏幕。对许多人来说，这是整个项目的决定性时刻。 和工程本身一样令人印象深刻的是，这还代表着一种更深层次的精神。这个成就的取得离不开两个国家的紧密合作。这也证明，如果我们愿意花更多的时间与他人沟通协作，那么我们会取得更多令人惊喜的成绩。英吉利海底隧道全长50公里，是世界上最长的海底隧道。它的定期列车每天负责运送6万名乘客。在2012年，隧道迎来了一位特殊的旅客。第30届奥运会的火炬乘坐列车穿过英吉利海峡，抵达伦敦。像青藏铁路对于我们一样，英吉利海底隧道是英国、法国人眼中十分骄傲的一项工程。这些都是令人惊叹的技术成果，展示了创新和伟大的技术能力。他们克服了许多人认为不可能的挑战。可以说，最重要的一个因素是，这两个项目都是为了让人们有更好的联系，为了给英国和法国以及中国东西部的人民带来巨大的机遇。希望在未来，我们都能从这些成就中汲取灵感，并利用这些创新的经验，为我们的国家甚至是世界创造出更多令人印象深刻的项目。
1994 marked the completion of another groundbreaking construction project. Not over mountainous terrain, however. This project was to go underneath the sea. I am, of course, referring to the Channel Tunnel, a tunnel which links Great Britain to mainland Europe and serves as another example of human ingenuity and our ability to overcome seemingly unsurmountable challenges. At a cost of £4.65 billion, and using a workforce of 13,000 people, this project was a mammoth undertaking, and the logistics of it required meticulous planning. The British team were to start digging from one side, while the French team began from the other. One of the biggest problems that was faced during the planning stages was the pinpoint accuracy required to make sure that they were perfectly aligned to meet in the middle. A historic moment came when the British and French teams met. On both sides of the channel, people were glued to their TV screens when footage came through of their historic meeting 75 metres below the seabed. For many, this was the defining moment of the whole project. It also stood for something much more profound. It was a project that required cooperation between two nations, and is a testament to what we can achieve if we are willing to work together with others. At 50 kilometres in length, the Channel Tunnel is the longest undersea tunnel in the world and carries an average of 60,000 passengers a day on its regular train service. In 2012, there was a very notable passenger on board as the Olympic torch travelled through the tunnel on its way to the London 2012 Olympic Games. The Channel Tunnel and the Qinghai Tibet Railway should remain sources of national pride to the people of Britain, France and China. They were amazing technical achievements which displayed innovation and great technical ability. They overcame challenges that many people thought were impossible. Arguably, one of the most significant factors is that they are both projects designed to allow people to connect with each other and have brought great opportunities to the people of Britain and France, as well as East and West China. Hopefully in the future, we can all draw inspiration from achievements like these and use the lessons learned from these innovations to create ever more impressive projects, both inside China and throughout the world.